Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name's Shadowwraith, and today we're going to be discussing my tournament list for an event that's coming up on Sunday, okay? Sunday being the 15th of March. So, I'll quickly jump straight into it. I have had a few videos discussing what I might bring, what I'm thinking about, what's good, what's not so good, and I've decided on this. Mainly because it's what I got painted, but also what I think should do alright. And obviously, I'll be releasing a video as soon as I can after the event to let you know how it did, what I'd change, and what I wouldn't. So, Death Guard, 2,000 points. My Warlord is going to be a Demon Prince of Nurgle with wings. I've given him a Demonic Axe, purely because the model I converted has got a meat cleaver on it, and it looks more like an axe than it does a sword. Plus, I like the axe, okay? It's +1 strength, so that's bringing me up to strength 8, so I'm winning Marines on 2s rather than 3s. Awesome. And it's got -3 AP rather than -2. And 3 damage. When attacking with this weapon, you must subtract 1 from hit rolls, so I'm hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. I mean, I'll take that. Okay, sure. I mean, I might not hit as much, but in reality, I would prefer the sword. But it doesn't matter. I love my model more than I like the potential to hit better or roll a 6, I guess. So, with that, the Psychic Powers he is bringing with him, or Psychic Power, because he can only take the 1, even though he's a Demon Prince. That's fine. I've given him Blades of Putrefaction, because I absolutely love that spell. 180 points for that. Okay, awesome. Now, we've got the big boy, Mortarion. I'm bringing Mortarion with me. He's got Blades of Putrefaction, Gift of Contagion, and Miasma of Pestilence. All my favourite spells. I want him to be able to, basically, if he's last man standing, I want him to be able to support the army. Yeah. So the reason he's not my Warlord is obviously he's going to get targeted. He's big, he's scary, he's Mortarion. The Demon Prince can hide, and I can make him absolutely disgusting. Speaking of which, I forgot to go over his Warlord trait. Now, his relic is the Separating Plate. That's what I'm going with. Okay, so basically that gives him a 2-up save, and for every successful save he makes, I roll a dice at the end, and on a 4+, I deal that enemy unit a mortal wound. Awesome. On top of that, the Warlord trait he's got is the Revoltingly Resilient. So he's so for every non-mortal wound, he's got a resilience save of a 4-up. So he's a 2-up save, 5-up invuln save, 4-up disgustingly resilient. Yeah, I'm hoping he sticks around. Now, back to Mortarion. Obviously, Mortarion is Mortarion. He is absolutely incredible. I love Mortarion. I mean, he's the centerpiece of my army. I think every army needs a centerpiece. Wouldn't you agree? Even if it's just a really cool looking tank, anything. Anyway, that's what I think. Right, Mortarion, obviously you've got, I mean, he's hitting on 2s with everything. He's strength 8, like standard. Obviously, if you've got 2 types of blows with his scythe, silence. He's got the Reaping Scythe, so he's going to be strength 8. Wounding Marines on 2s. It's -2, 1 damage. But you make 3 hit rolls for each attack with this weapon instead of 1. Nice. He starts with 6 attacks. That's a lot of attacks. So, on top of that, if I go for that, if I've got a big blob in front of me, and let's just say they're Marines, okay? Okay, we've got like a squad of 10, 2 squads of 10 on Mortarion. I can then roll, I'm going to go with Reaping Scythe. And for every 6+ to hit, I get to make 3 additional attacks. Because of Death to the False Emperor. Because it reads that for each attack, okay, make 3 hit rolls instead of 1. And that's what Veterans gives me. 3, it gives me an extra attack. So with that many rolls, I'm pretty sure I get at least 1 or 2 6s, which it gives me 3 more hits. He can chuck out loads. I'm planning to put Blades of Putrefaction on him. so that every... I mean, he might not need it, but it depends what I'm going against. If it's kind of hard with a 2-up save, Blades of Putrefaction, purely because if I roll a 6 to wound with a lot of attacks, it's a mortal wound in addition. So, any 6+, it's a mortal wound in addition. Yeah, so he can destroy things. Obviously, you've got the Eviscerating Blow, which is the super anti-tank, -2 strength, -4 d6 damage. But yeah. Anyway, that's Mortarion. Just quickly summed up. He's a beast. I think he's awesome. Okay. Anyway, moving on. I'm bringing Typhus, obviously, because with Typhus comes Poxwalkers. And you'll see in a minute, I'm bringing some Poxwalkers. Typhus is Typhus. Yeah, he's just pretty good. He's 155 points. I've given him Blades of Putrefaction and Putrescent Vitality. You'd think I'd be able to speak. Just so he can support the old Poxwalkers. So he's hitting on 2s, winning on 2s. Yeah, Strength 4, Toughness 5, 6 wounds, 4 attacks, 2-up save. He is a beast. He's got his Mastercrafted Man Reaper, which is +3 to his strength. So he's now strength 8. No, strength 7. Ugh, what am I talking about? Maths. He's -3 AP. 3 damage per swing. So yeah, that's pretty good. 4 attacks of that. But what I'm bringing him for mainly is because he has got a host of the Destroyer Hive. Friendly units of Poxwalkers increase their strength and toughness by 1 whilst they're within 7 of Typhus. So instead of being strength and toughness 3, they're strength and toughness 4. Awesome. Okay, next step. I've got the Malignant Plaguecaster. He's just a Plaguecaster that can cast 2 spells. Only reason I brought him. He's got Plague Wing and Curse of the Leper. Plague Wind. Yeah, he's just some damage dealing. Just extra Psyker, just so I can be that guy and take half an hour to do a Psychic phase. No, I'm only kidding. But, no, the more Psychic, the better. Yeah, 95 points. I just thought I'd chuck him in there. Plus, he's another HQ slot. So, yeah. Then, I'm bringing the Tallyman. So, with the Tallyman, he basically... The reason I'm bringing him... I mean, if I roll... Every time I use a stratagem or spend command points, I roll 2 dice. On a 7, I get that back. So, if I spend 2 points on a stratagem, I get 2 back if I roll a 7. Pretty good. I'm happy with that. But I'm bringing him because of Festering Zealot. You can reroll failed hit rolls in the fight phase for friendly Death Guard units that are within 7 of this model. Okay. Now, I'm using that so I can chuck that, well, chuck him near Poxwalkers. Okay. And I am going to give him a relic. I am going to pay the points to give him a relic. Okay. He's going to have the Fagaris Helm, which basically increases his aura abilities by 3 inches. Right? So, 10 inches, everything gets to re-roll. Now, next to him, I've got the Foul Blight Spawn. He has got an insane gun. Well, it can be. So his Plague Sprayer is a 9-inch range, Assault D6. Its strength is 2d6, so it could be strength 12, it could be strength 2. -3 AP, 3 damage, and they auto hit. It's a plague weapon as well, but it auto hits. Oh, that's amazing. Like in an ideal roll, you roll a 6 for your shots, roll 2 6s, so 12. You got 6 strength 12 shots at -3, 3 damage. You don't even need strength 12. Strength 8 will do, and you're still winning on 2s re-rolling. Yeah. So, anyway, he's got his Revolting Stench ability, which is what I am bringing him for. Enemy units that charge this turn and are within 7 inches of this model at the start of the fight phase are struck by the stench so foul that they falter, losing their impetus. Yeah, impetus, whatever. Such units do not get to fight first in the fight phase, but can be chosen to fight like other units that did not charge. This ability also affects units who have abilities that would enable them to fight first, as if they had charged. So, I want to stick my Poxwalkers in my enemy's face, and if I go against a Khorne Berserkerlist or anything like that, Khorne Demons, and they charge their entire army in, you're not all fighting first. No. My Poxy boys are going to get a swing in first. That sounds absolutely delightful to me, because I have been charged by like 90 90 blood letters before, and it's not nice. It's not nice at all. I did not enjoy it. My opponent did, but I didn't. And I was playing with Admech as well, so yeah, it went really bad. That was a bad game. I've got 3 Death Shroud Terminators. They're okay. I'm not going to go into too much detail. They're quite good at giving my heroes an extra attack. That's about it. That's all they're really good for that I can think of. Yeah. They're just extra Terminators that I can drop in if I want to, just to screw up with the enemy lines if I want to. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Silent Bodyguard. Oh, and on top of that, they so basically if I'm within 3 inches of a Death Guard character, on a 2+, one of my Death Shrouds can take a hit for them, and they take the hit for them, yeah. So I can protect my Demon Prince, because he's my Warlord, or Typhus, or anyone. It all depends on how the game goes, what scenarios we're playing, stuff like that. I'm bringing 3 Blight Haulers, okay? The reason I'm bringing these guys is not because of the cover bonus or anything like that. I mean, it's good, but I'm giving my Poxwalkers like a 6-up save, and I don't care about that. Sure, if Typhus is in range, or my Demon Prince, they can ignore -1 AP, essentially, from shooting, but yeah, no, I'm just bringing it for some anti-armor, really, because they're pretty good for anti-armor. With the Missile Launcher and the Multi-Melters, 3 of each, and because there's 3 of them, they're hitting on 3s, and they can move and shoot with no penalty, because they're tri-tracked. It's one of their rules. Yeah. Awesome. On top of that, I'm bringing a Footed Bloat Drone with a Flesh Mower. This guy is my MVP. He has killed so many things. He has wiped out a Shield Captain just by shredding him. He's killed a Demon Prince of Khorne. He's killed, I mean, you name it, he's probably killed it. The Flesh Mower is incredible. Yeah, you add a bunch of attacks to it. Yeah, sorry, you add 6 attacks to their profile, which they start with 3. So they're throwing out 9 attacks. Okay? I mean, they're hitting on 4s, sure, but if he's close to the Tallyman, hopefully he's re-rolling that. Or 1s if he's near Demon Prince or anything, or Mortarion or whatever. He suddenly becomes Strength 8, so he's wounding Marine equivalents on 2s. He's -2 AP, 2 damage each. That's awesome. I love it. He always really does well for me. I don't know. Everyone says, do the Plague Spitters better? They're better, but I prefer these. I prefer the Flesh Mower, 100%. Now, the last bit of my list is 20 Poxwalkers times by 4. So I'm bringing 80 Poxwalkers. Okay, before I used to take squads of 30, but you can't do that anymore. So I'm bringing 80. The plan behind this is to put Typhus in the middle, to hopefully give them all the +1/+1 strength and toughness, so they're strength 4. And then anyone I see fit, I'm going to chuck in like Putrescent Vitality to make them +1/+1, so they're strength 5, toughness 5. And then Blaze of Putrefaction if I need to, or Veterans of the Long War, depending on the situation. Because then I could be wounding Marines on 2s. They're 2 attacks each. So if I get them all in, what's that? 20 attacks, so 40 attacks. Hitting on 4s because there's enough of them. Re-rolling because of the Tallyman, and wounding on 2s. I mean, sure, chuck 40 armor saves. I'm gonna get some wounds through. My Poxwalkers have like crippled knights just because of the amount of attacks. That's how 40k works. The sheer amount of attacks gets through almost anything. Like, even if you've got 2-up save, if you're rolling 40 saves, this is a perfect roll, by the way. Or if you've got 2 squads in combined, they roll what? Maybe 40 between them, 60, maybe, depending. Wounds. Yeah, 60 saves at 2-up, you're going to fail some. And even if you killed 2 of them, you probably made your points back anyway, if there's something like Custodes. So yeah, that's my list. I'm hoping that it does well. Please let me know in the comment section below what you think of it. Because I'm not going back, I've handed it in, I've submitted it. Yeah, and I will let you know how it does. So, once again, thank you ever so much for listening. I hope you have a fantastic day. Goodbye.